Hey everybody, my name is Ronan. This here is Wadsworth. Welcome to Now Z Here. In this episode, I'm pretty much just gonna take stock of where I'm at in terms of the vlog and in terms of my other creative endeavors. First of all, taking stock in a numbers sort of sense. This is now the 50th episode of Now Z Here. I started close to the beginning of the year, though not exactly on it. So 50 episodes, that's every week for almost a whole year. In that time, 138 subscribers gathered to the YouTube channel. That's as of today when I'm recording this, which is Saturday the 17th. So if one or two more slip in, sorry, I didn't forget about you. It's just that you haven't happened yet. The Now Z Here Facebook page has 147 likes. My other Facebook page, facebook.com/masshysteriamusic, where I track my other creative endeavors like theater and music and modeling, that one has over 300 likes. And my Patreon, patreon.com/masshysteriamusic, which launched earlier this year, currently has 12 very loyal patrons who have been seeing me through the beginning of this endeavor that I've been on. This year has taught me a lot about time management and how to set my expectations for how things might progress. It's taught me about creating my own content and being my own engine, but also a bit more about reaching out to others. And I want to keep up that momentum. The fact is, I now understand that I set a very lofty goal for myself at the beginning of the year and when I started this all out. And I know also that there is more of a push that I could be doing, more of that self-engine thing, more of taking those bits and bobs of lyrics that I currently have saved in my phone and really molding them into complete songs, reaching out to more photographers, making use of my connections, building that modeling portfolio, and also keeping in touch with the theater network that I was blessed and privileged to have been invited back into over the past year and change. So I set lofty goals for myself, and I didn't meet them, but I moved toward them. You know, New Year's resolutions can be kind of bullshit if you make them too exact or you put too much stress on yourself to achieve a very strenuous regimen or too high of a goal. But there is something I've always liked about taking time at the end of the year to assess, to reassess, to figure out where your personal goalposts are and where your markers are. And also, what specific action can you take to make sure that you keep up the momentum that you have working towards your markers, working towards your goals. Time management is an interesting one, and one that that's a lesson that I'm really carrying away from this year. It really came from being in a show again and having these rehearsals. You know, we rehearsed 5 days out of the week. We had 24 hours of rehearsal per week. And yeah, it meant that I didn't have a lot of evenings and I didn't have my weekend daytimes. At the same time, I saw how much we were accomplishing as a cast in such a short amount of time. Like every week we were going leaps and bounds. And I thought if I could put even something like this amount of time and focused time and effort into my music, it just takes that self-motivation, it takes that inner push, and it takes a balance of that and self-care. And the question of what is that balance and where does it lie is in itself a lesson. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm focusing on, particularly today, but also a lot in recent days. I think I am going to take at least the next week off from recording the vlog. Possibly the week after because of holidays and because 50 is just a nice even number, but also because it'll give my brain a little more space for some more of that reassessing and more of that planning for the next year and what is coming next. Let's look ahead and let's hold each other close. Wadsworth and I love you. May the end of the year be better than the rest of it. Happy end of 2016. And always be changing.